opposition coalition Azimio now says President William Ruto's administration has turned the country into a police state in the wake of killings of anti-government protesters. Speaking to journalists at Parliament buildings, Azimio members of Parliament, led by Leader of Minority Opiyo Wandayi, are demanding that the Office of Director of Public Prosecution conducts extensive investigations into police killings to bring the perpetrators to book. The coalition has, however, warned if the investigations fail, they will sue the government at the ICC, as our reporter Henry Tende now files.
Day 2 of opposition-led demonstrations witnessed relative calm, heavily deployed police officers maintaining law and order. Like it was yesterday, Azimio leaders were in no-show until Thursday afternoon when Azimio MPs led by Opiyo Wandayi addressed the media. The MPs raising their concern with the manner in which police allegedly employed force leading to loss of life.
We have noted with utmost concern the unprecedented level of police brutality targeted at innocent, peaceful, unarmed Kenyan citizens. In fact, we are worried that there could have been instruction to the police to carry out what I would term as execution.
Azimio is now inviting the international human rights groups to closely monitor what is happening in the country and condemn the ongoing violence in strongest terms.
We want the international community and international agencies, especially the United Nations Human Rights Office, to not only comment on these matters regularly, but also to take serious note of these happenings, with a view to holding to account the perpetrators of these heinous crimes.
The office of the ODPP has also been urged to be proactive in investigations. Azimio says those investigations should shed light on how the police used live bullets to disperse protesters whom they say were unarmed.
We are asking formally the Director of Public Prosecution to exercise their constitutional mandate and carry out impartial, independent and speedy investigations into these matters with a view to apprehending the perpetrators and charging them.
The coalition threatens if local interventions fail to bear fruit, they will be forced to sue the government at the International Criminal Court.
What we are witnessing is basically crimes against humanity and, in fact, genocide in the making.
As Azimio issued their statement condemning the conduct of the police, Kenya Kwanza lawmakers have praised the same police for the way they dealt with demonstrations yesterday. The group says the law enforcers conducted themselves professionally in protecting property and life.
Hatutakubali nchi yetu iende kwa watu ambao wanataka kuharibu amani, kurusha mawe, ati ndio bei ya unga ishuke. Nenda ukawaambie watu walime.
The cost of living and the cost of food did not just go up within a day when the current presidency took over. No, it had gone up even before this government took over. And what the government now is doing is to work down that cost of living.
Kenya Kwanza MPs have accused opposition leaders for what they term as trying to initiate handshake arrangements through demonstrations. The lawmakers have told President Ruto not to entertain that idea and instead focus on serving Kenyans.
Hii sio maandamano ya kupigania kitu chochote other than mambo yenu yenyewe ya kibinafsi. Mnatafuta serikali kwa mlango wa nyuma na wananchi wa Kenya wamesema hatukubali.
The government is open to any kind of dialogue except any that involves a power sharing structure. So if you are genuine, you take up that invite by His Excellency the President, you come to the table, as long as you do not include a power sharing engagement as part of the dialogue.
Henry Tende, Look Up TV.